はいどうも皆さんこんにちは。今回は The Test of Ment シャーロック・ホームズの遺言ですね。やっていきたいと思います。
Let's go to the high security area, Holmes.
さあ前回ですね、犯人に会うために警察署に来たんですよね。今まで重罪を犯したことのある人をね、その手口と全く一緒の人の
Leads to the high security area where the most dangerous prisoners are locked up. Closed.
どういうことだ。ワト
Let's
ソン
go
君
to the high security area, Holmes.
ちょっとワトソン君ちょっとわからんわ。
This information.
さあ行きましょう。アイテムでこれを入れといてよかったね。
My name is Peter James, Chief Warden, and this is Deputy Warden
おサリ
O'Sullivan.
バン。
I imagine I will find Hans Schielmann behind these bars in the basement.
Yes, the high security cells are down there.
Is this the only access?
Yes, there was a second door at the end of the main hall, but it's been
怪しい。
blocked up as a security measure.
Thank you, Chief Warden.
At your service. If you require further information, Warden Mackenzie will help you. He's at his post in the basement.
偉大な探偵。
Mr. Holmes, I am a huge admirer of yours. I have followed all your cases and successes with the greatest interest.
その
What
営業せんでいい
enthusiasm.
よ。
Have you ever thought of a career in the police force?
Have I thought about it? It's my dream. And I'm going to try my chance once this establishment closes down. I'm studying hard for the examination to get into police school.
それを目の前、みんなの同僚の目の前で言う勇気がすごい。
Tell me about the prisoners, Warden James.
We only have a few. As you might be aware, the days of this place are numbered. Therefore, we no longer receive new prisoners. Those who are already here are among the most dangerous in London. We have three at the moment: Hans the Rat Killer and the Flint Brothers.
The Flint brothers.
Yes, two rather simple-minded maniacs who detest one another despite their relation. They massacred their parents and decapitated their neighbours. It took more than 9 policemen to
ずっと威
overpower
嚇してんな、二人は。なかなかですな。
There isn't any information on the notice board. Should there be notes about duties?
Yes, there should be, but Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guards' assignments for this week yet. It's not like her. Usually she does it first thing in the
パ
morning.
ターソン。
Without these instructions, the guard in the basement won't be
上の人
changed. I would go and get them, but I don't want the director to catch me there. He's very strict. Doesn't like us wandering around when
で
we're
も
on
行くべき
duty.
では。
And it would get his daughter in trouble. He's not being very pleasant with her at the moment. I don't want to make things worse.
How does not having the information about guard duty stop you from ensuring the watch in the basement?
because of the system of opening the doors, Mr. Holmes. As you can see, they are equipped with a mechanical timer which answers to a code.
ほう。
When the timer stops, that is to say at the end of each watch, the doors block automatically and the code is reset.
あ、じゃあコー
It
ド
is
が
therefore
次々新しく
impossible
な
to
ってい
open
く
the
の
doors
が。
without the new code.
だからそれを知らな
And
いとダメ
who
だ。
has the code?
Only the guard who takes the new watch. He's the only one who can open the envelope that it's kept in. He learns it by heart and destroys the
どうやっ
message.
て破棄するのそれ。
Very clever. But let's look at the limits of this procedure. One false note and the system falls
確かに。
apart.
See you later, Mr. Holmes.
じゃあ行ってきますわ。ありがとね。って何？
This device must be the alarm.
なんかこれ押さえようとできるくね？音出んようにさ。これなんか布とかかぶせたら。さあ行きましょう。開いたー。コードなしで開いたー。教えてくれたのかな、コード。これ開けっぱにして大丈夫？厳重な警備なんでしょ。これ糸も簡単に開いちゃってるけど。
Here's the famous high security area.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir.
いい人。
Good morning, Warden. I have a pass which allows me to speak with prisoner Hans.
Very well. It is the cell at the end to your left. I'd advise you to walk in the middle of the corridor.
オッケー。あんまり端っこ歩いたら多分ガタガタってされるやろ。おお、来た。 分かっててもびっくりした。ちょっとワトソン君押さないで。ここから。ここもから。ここもからとなると、こっちだけあいつか。何しとんやあいつ。囚人服とかないのかい？
Hans Schielmann, I require some information from you.
So, who do we have here? The celebrated Sherlock Holmes himself. Do you know that for all the time I have spent rotting in here, you are my first and only visitor? I think this is cause for celebration. A confrontation between two geniuses, two extraordinary minds.
I'm afraid that you are not quite as great a chemist as you believe you are, Mr. Schielmann. I will not say that you never were. No, it was certainly true once. But you see, while you are whiling away your days in here, it appears that someone on the outside is at the point of surpassing you, if that is not already.
Yes, I heard about that. A chemical poison that eats away at the flesh and provokes hysteria. I recognize talent when I see it, but it's only a matter of time before I win back my laurels. Believe me.
What can you tell me?
That depends on what you can bring to me.
What do you want?
Do you know why I am treated so harshly? For my meals, I am given nothing but a hunk of bread, and even then, not just any sort.
Get to the point.
Never interrupt me! Where was I?
Oh yes, the bread.
Did you know that with a little rye yeast, a pinch of moss, certain cockroach secretions, just enough light and damp, with a few other ingredients that I will keep quiet about, I succeeded in poisoning half the staff here. Unfortunately, a little something was omitted, which would have made the results fatal. Instead, it merely caused acute attacks of stress and powerful hallucinations. Even so, I got a great laugh out of watching them cry like babies when they saw their most primitive fears materializing before them.
You are a monster, Mr. Schielmann.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
But of course it was! You others, you ordinary, narrow-minded people, you are afraid of anything that you cannot comprehend. You call me a monster because what you find impossible to face is just the slightest fraction of my genius. If by monster you mean someone who is nothing like you, then it is a compliment.
What do you need?
Very little. Just something to write with. You see, my brain races like an engine with too many thoughts. I see them crackle and explode into thousands of formulae right in front of me. What a torture not to be able to write them down. What a hell to see them vanish just as quickly as they appear to me. Just bring me something that I can write with.
That's all. That seems an easy enough request to fulfill.
But listen, I don't want a vulgar inkwell and a pigeon's feather. No, I need material fit for my talent. I want my ink pen. Bring it to me, and I will be happy to pass on to you a little of my knowledge of modern chemistry.
Where is it?
It was confiscated upon my arrival here. I suppose it might be in my locker, in the locker room. Leave me now, and don't come back without my ink pen.
Okay.
See you soon.
We must go to the locker room, Holmes.
OK。この時代はな、Google とかいう検索エンジン機能がなかったがために、わざわざこういうめんどくさいパシリをしとったわけですな。まあこれもこれでね、まあまあ味があるんですが、まあね、検索したら何でも出てくる時代ではないから、それもそれでね、知識として蓄えれそうよね。 一個一個さ、ほら文字を入力しただけでパッてさ検索が出てくるようではだいぶ忘れるのよな。文字入力してパッてやっただけやったら。これかチェックルーム。
Closed.
でもここやろ。
The locker room. This is where the prisoner's things are kept.
どうしよう、閉まってるけど。
We must go to the locker room, Holmes.
これでしょ。ちょっとじゃあ勝手に渡すのもあかんのかな。誰かに喋った方がいいか。これでちょっと欲しがっとるんですがつったらどうか
I'm glad you've been of service.
な。あ、これ
Can you tell me where I might find the locker room?
In the corridor that leads to the director's
there.
office. That's where the prisoner's civilian stuff is held. But seeing the length of their sentences, they've little chance of ever getting it back.
鍵。
Can you open the locker room for us? We would like to inspect Shieldman's personal items.
No, Mr. Holmes. I'm not responsible for that. You will find the keys in the secretary's office.
じゃあ秘書室にさえ行けばいいのか。オッケー。やっぱここに話しかけんといったらあかんかった。こっちや。確かにもうボロボロやし、なんかこ
Closed.
こじゃないわ、奥か。もっと厳重に使える警備とかありそうもん。だってここら辺なんかさ、ちょっとガンってやったら壁とかも崩れちゃいそうやし。
Let's go to the secretary's office.
大丈夫。
Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You will need authorization from the director to open that door. If you wait a moment, then I will
所
inform
長
you.
の許可。
We will wait, thank you.
なんかこいつもちょっと匂うんよな。怪しい。
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Is your investigation advancing?
調査。
Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our lodger?
Not yet. We must first cast light upon a crucial point, and for that we require your help again.
What can I do?
ロッカー
We
開けたい
need to
の。
examine Shieldman's civilian clothing.
Very well, but be extremely careful.
持って行っちゃう
What
で
do。you mean?
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated.
おお、ちょっとそ
We
れ
did
は
try to force it, but
ワクワクだ
without
な。
success.
Didn't you ask the experts?
Of course we did. Experts from Scotland Yard came to examine it,
へ
but they came to the conclusion that it was better that the case remained shut
ー何
than
が入ってるかわからんもん
too
な。
much.
I see. They were afraid that some poisoner might escape if it was opened.
Exactly. Bear in mind that this man is an evil Jew,
じゃあなんか
a master
この時
poisoner,
代ってレン
and
ト
that
ゲ
his
ンあったっ
poisons
け。
are never...
ギリギリあったような気がするような気がする。
Here's the key to the locker room. I give you the authorization to open it.
ありがとう。
Good. Thank you, Mr. Patterson.
Miss Patterson, the guards are still waiting for you to put up the duty list. Do it as soon as possible. Without it, the changing of the guard cannot take place. Or had you forgotten?
もうちょっと妊婦やねんからいたわってあげてよ。あ、泣いちゃったやん。
Dry your tears, miss. I'm certain that your father didn't mean to hurt you.
Mr. Watson, I can't put up the duty list. And when he finds out, he'll
ま
be
さかと思うけどコー
furious.
ドなくしたとか読ん
Why
でるな。
can't you?
It's in my locker, in the cloakroom, and I've lost the key.
Your aunt.
Say no more, Holmes. As you keep repeating, time is against us. Let's go and look at the things in the rat killer's locker.
鍵なくしたってなんか嫌な予感がする。じゃあもうサクッと通行許可書というものを使ってこれかな。
Closed.
鍵どれや鍵。あった、これか。うわー、なんかめっちゃあるな。どれや。あ、これ
Here is the locker of our friend
お
Hans, the
前はなん
mad
か変な置いて
scientist.
る。
Oh, what a jumble.
This solid,
うわ、
a poem in Hans's handwriting. Blotting paper.
吸い取り紙。なんか書いてある
Blotting paper. I can't do that.
あー、わかったわかったわかった。まずこれ置いて、置いて、
I can't do that.
こする、こすれ。
I can't do
あ
that.
違うの。こする。
I
違うの。全くわからないんですけど。あずすんはず、ざ。
a poem in Hans.
これ何？これまず何なの？
Blotting paper.
吸い取り紙って何なの？油の吸い取り紙みたいな顔の。
No. No, it is unnecessary.
え？
I can't do that. I can't do that.
ちょっと待って、わからんわからんわからん。ちょっと一回見るわ。
A paper knife.
紙切り用のナイフ。
Blotting paper.
Oh, what a jump.
This solid box.
ちょっとじゃあ考えます。はい。わかった。冷静に考えればわかることやったんですけど、ちょっと一個破っちゃったかわかったけど、これさ、ここに穴が開いてんねやな。これを破っていくと、
I can't do that.
CABRHS カルシウム違うマグネシウム。これおーい、痛い開いためっちゃ悩
What
ん
is
でし
written
や。
on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson, later.
さっきこれ
We
取
can
らな
give Hans his pen.
さっきの紙はどこ？紙が見たい。どれ紙？どれ？アイテムどれ？アイテムあった。この紙はどうする？
What should we do next, Holmes?
We can give Hans his pen.
じゃあもうペン渡しに行ったらいいのかな？解けたよ。ちょっとね、パッて見た感じ原子記号臭かったから、もうこれ無理かもしれんと思ったら割と簡単な謎解きでびっくりしましたね。よかったよかった。焦ったわ。
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murderers running all over the town.
どうしたん？
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street and just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform? You've been promoted?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be... I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and that of my locker. I'm really grateful, Mr. Holmes.
What have you got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of kindness, are you?
No, out of curiosity. We will be able to access the cloakroom with these keys.
ちょっと気になるな。なんか怪しいというか。何するんやった？
Closed.
ワトソン君ちょっと。
What should we do next, Holmes?
We can give Hans his pen.
先にペンを渡すのか。どこだ？どこだったっけ？最重警備所。こっちじゃねえ。でもこっち来たってことはなんかあるのかな、用が。これかな？これか。
Staff.
これ。開いたー。あの女の人のやつみたいな。男女混合か？
Here is Brighton's.
ブライトン。
closed.
ブライトン。これかな、鍵。おい、なにこれ。ベーキングパウダーや。
Carpet of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach caused by stress, without a doubt.
ジュースをね。
The name on the key is Jenny Patterson. That is
そういえ
interesting.
ば鍵なくしたって言ってたな。
I need
ちょっと待って、この服直しといてあげよう。フリーフリーかな。ちょっと
What should we do next, Holmes?
we can give
違う違う、この女の人のところの鍵をこれで開けれるんじゃん。おー、ビンゴ。うわ、
Let us examine Miss Patterson's locker.
The lock on this box is
Beta,
rather
これ。
sophisticated.
何するって。全然話聞いてなかった今。多分やけど。なにこれ、なにこれ、なにこれ、なにこれ、なにこれ。全然わからへん。なにこれ。あ、色合わ、あ、こうかな。こうかな。いけるんちゃうこれ。こうちゃう。どう？
It's really very clever. Little Jenny is astonishing.
楽しかった。結構時間かかったけど。ジニー・パターソン、フランク・ブライトン、2つの愛が一つになる。
a locket sealing the relation between Jenny and Warden Brighton. Decidedly, this boy is not a great
あ
poet.
の2人の付き合ってたよね。僕のジェニーへ結婚しよう。その後のことはなんてどうでもいい。君の父親は僕たちが愛し合っているという事実を受けなくてはいけない。子供のことを考えてくれ。それに忘れないでほしい。君は愛している、愛している、愛している、愛している。怖っ。そうだ、君に詩を書いたんだよ。パターソン。あ、ごめん。ジェニー・パターソン。君の鼓動が波打つ。僕の心臓は押しつぶれるそうだ。僕たちの愛は自由。いつまでも果てしなく続く。有名な中国の詩家の影響を受けて書いた。僕の可愛い詩と勇気を持つんだ、フランキーより。
A letter from Brighton to Jenny. Barely literate.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child, and it seems that Jenny's father, the director, is unaware of this.
そう。業務内容あったね。
Here is the famous guard duty list. Interesting.
何が面白かった今。まあとりあえずこれで見つけたわけやから、今回はここまでにしたいと思います。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。それでは次回もお楽しみに。さようなら。